With Christmas holidays right around the corner, I thought I'd make a video to talk about the challenges that you might experience if you have a narcissist to deal with. Whether this is a family member, your partner, a friend, whoever. It's really hard to understand why a narcissist can't just relax and enjoy the holidays. Why do they always have to create chaos, conflict, and drama? I'm Lise Leblanc, therapist, author, and life coach, and in today's video, I'll be talking about why narcissists get upset during the holidays and upset everyone else, as well as the 7 typical ways that they ruin the holidays. And stick around to the end because I'm going to give you my best tips on how to psychologically prepare for the holidays and how to respond to a narcissist when they do what they do best, and that is to ruin everyone's fun. It's important to note that not everyone with narcissistic traits will behave in the exact same ways or for the exact same reason. But here are 3 main reasons why narcissists ruin holidays. Number 1, they have a major need for control. Narcissistic people have a desperate need to control their environment and all of the people in it. And the holidays can be a time when routines are disrupted and events are organized by other people, and this can lead to a feeling of a complete loss of control. So the narcissist perceives that they have no control, which leads to a sense of anxiety, agitation. It causes them to become irritable, argumentative, and disruptive, even more so than usual.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? That's what it's always been about.
Number 2, the narcissist has an intense need for attention and validation.
You have to accept the award.
Award? You never mentioned an award.
Yeah, with a trophy and everything.
And I won.
You won!
And they hate sharing the spotlight during special occasions where something or someone else other than themselves is being celebrated.
I'd bark in, Abacanesia who? I hate you!
And this can trigger a lot of envy, jealousy, and a desire to destroy the joy of other people, again in an effort to regain the attention and the spotlight. Number 3 is their lack of empathy.
Oh, bleeding hearts of the world unite!
If the narcissist knows the celebration means a lot to you and to others, and they don't really care that much about it, then they will undermine your efforts and sabotage the celebration. They just don't care about what's important to other people. For the grandiose narcissist, they love to ruin the holidays just because they can. Even if they're the center of attention and everyone is walking on eggshells to please them, they're still likely to make a scene because they love knowing that they can dampen the mood at the snap of a finger. Having the power to change everyone's mood and the atmosphere of the room makes them feel important and powerful. So when a grandiose narcissist enters a gathering, it's typical for them to just suck all the air out of the room, to dominate the conversations, interrupt everyone, demand all of the attention.
Look, I don't want to make waves, but this whole Christmas season is stupid.
But even when all eyes and ears are on them, the grandiose narcissist will still get off on being disruptive and baiting people until someone bites, and then all hell breaks loose.
Mistletoe. Now pucker up and kiss it, who, Bill?
When it comes to a covert or vulnerable narcissist, things play out differently, but just as destructively. So the covert narcissist doesn't command all of the energy and attention by being larger than life and boasting about their achievements and fabricating stories to embellish, their accomplishments. The covert narcissist tends to get attention by complaining, pouting, and making sure everyone knows that they're not having a good time, that this just isn't good enough. They love to play the victim, trying to get everyone's sympathy and to get everyone to wait on them hand and foot. But even if everyone's catering to their needs, the covert narcissist will be criticizing every aspect of the celebration, including everyone that's in attendance. They may go out of their way to make the host look bad or to sabotage the event in other ways. They may do things like accidentally bumping into someone carrying food or fragile glasses. They may storm out of the room upset by something that was said, or simply exaggerate feeling sick.
Oh! Ah! Ow! Ow!
Anything to bring a big black cloud into the room. So in a nutshell, here are 7 ways that narcissists ruin the holidays. Number 1 is attention-seeking behavior. All narcissists crave attention and admiration, so during the holidays, when the focus is on other things like family and parties and being together, it can lead them to desperate attempts to regain the spotlight. Number 2 is creating conflict and drama. The question is not whether the narcissist will create drama, conflict, or chaos, but rather when, how, and with who. So if you're the one who usually takes the bait, then consider what you could do differently this year to avoid getting hooked into the drama. Number 3 is guilt tripping. Covert narcissists may adopt a martyrdom role during the holidays, portraying themselves as selflessly sacrificing themselves for the sake of everyone else, all while seeking admiration and sympathy. For example, they might take on the role of being the tireless organizer, claiming to handle the holiday preparations all by themselves to ensure that everyone else gets to enjoy themselves. But what they're doing is they're demanding praise and attempting to elicit boatloads of guilt and recognition for all of their sacrifices. And heaven forbid they don't get that constant praise and appreciation. You can be sure that the holidays will be ruined with long monologues of everything they've ever done for you and this family and how no one ever appreciates anything they do. Number 4 is breaching boundaries. The narcissist loves to deliberately make insensitive comments in front of everyone, causing discomfort. They love to pry into private matters and then distort information and share it with others. Or they may use triangulation to create tension and competition between family members in advance of the gathering maybe. So it's like the bomb is already set to go off and all they have to do is push the button and watch the explosion from the sidelines. Number 5 is setting unrealistic expectations. Narcissists tend to set unrealistic expectations for the holidays, demanding perfection and lavish gifts. And when these expectations are not met, they become angry and aggressive.
Here, give me that! Don't you know you're not supposed to take things that don't belong to you? What's the matter with you? You some kind of wild animal?
Creating a tense and stressful environment for everyone. Number 6 is using manipulation tactics. There are many tactics that a narcissist may use to put a damper on the holidays. These may include emotional blackmail, silent treatments, gaslighting. They may try to dominate all decision making and insist on their preferences and their expectations being met, undermining family traditions and the wishes of anybody else. So this leads to frustration, resentment, and disappointment. Number 7, they love to insult and offend people. Because the narcissist lacks empathy, they can go around offending others, maybe by being condescending. They may insult people's appearance or achievements, criticize the food, the decorations, the gift, the venue. There are really no limits to the ways a narcissist can offend the host or the other guests. Okay, so as promised, here are my best tips on how to deal with narcissists during the holidays. First, if there is any way to keep the narcissists off the guest list, then seriously consider not inviting them.
Mr. Grinch, I came to invite you to be holiday cheermeister.
Holiday who be whatty?
Yes, there will be consequences to this, but there will also be consequences to having them in attendance.
Burn, baby! Burn!
Obviously, this isn't always possible, so if this is your case, then adjust your expectations. If you're expecting a holiday miracle, don't hold your breath. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. So examine how things went the last 5 years you celebrated a holiday with the narcissist in your life and expect a similar scenario. Don't be surprised when they do what they always do, but rather be surprised when you react in the same ways you always do. If it's time for a change, then keep in mind that it's not the narcissist who is going to change. Number 2 is don't get engaged. The narcissist is likely going to cross boundaries and do things to try to trigger a reaction from you and everyone else.
I don't think so.
Whether it's trying to bait you, undermine your achievements, nitpick or criticize your life, whatever manipulation tactics they use, they're looking for a reaction. So don't give it to them. Just let that shiny lure go by and watch as the narcissist intensifies their efforts to get their hooks into you.
Maybe you need a timeout.
And I would suggest that you have a few rehearsed statements that you can use to avoid confrontations. It can be as simple as, I need to grab something in the kitchen. Excuse me, I need to use the bathroom. This will not improve the narcissist's behavior, but it buys you time and creates space for you to remind yourself to not allow yourself to get hooked by the narcissist. And the third thing, which is the most important tip, is to focus your attention and energy on the things that truly matter to you. A lot of the time we end up focusing our energy on the negative people in our lives, and so try to focus on the positives, like the people you love and the quality time that you're getting to spend with them. Yes, the narcissist is still there trying to ruin everything because that's what they do and that's what they'll always do. So imagine them out with their fishing rod, casting their line, trying to get you hooked into their negativity, and don't take the bait. Don't be that big sucker on the end of their line. Just enjoy the company of everyone else that's around and have a good time despite the narcissist's efforts to ruin your holidays.
Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came.
Somehow or other, it came just the same.
I hope this helps, and I wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.